Support Wrestle Talk!
Donate on Patreon. Braun Strowman is off getting elbow surgery. A new Raw general manager is revealed. And heel heat. Heel heat everywhere. I'm Ollie Davis. Give us a subscribe, press the thumbs up button, let me know what you thought of Raw in the comments down below because I'll be replying from out of nowhere. And click the eye above my head to give your rating, where you can choose from in awe, core, average, poor and bore as I review the 26th of November 2018 edition of Monday Night Raw in about 4 minutes. The totally not random assortment of heels Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, featuring Lio Rush and Drew McIntyre open the show by celebrating Thanksgiving, saying they're thankful for taking out Braun Strowman's elbow, who got a video promo revealing he's off TV getting surgery. Baron gloated how Strowman won't be ready in time for their TLC match, so Corbin will win by forfeit when the lights cut out and Elias's guitar strum brilliantly hit, like the unplugged version of Steve Austin's glass shattering. This turned into the 19th Elias vs Bobby Lashley match of the year, which the Drifter nearly had won until Rush pulled the referee out. Corbin, being a heel, restarted the match, and Drew and Bobby, also being heels, all beat down Elias, because you gotta get that heel heat. Or maybe there's another way. Maybe rather than building up a random team of bad guys just to put over Braun Strowman, maybe you go with the babyface momentum that Elias has. Maybe you let Elias get one over the villains here and not steadily flatten him out with loss after loss, week after week, especially considering how the heels would get their heat back at the end of this show. After the match, Corbin screamed at a producer backstage so much they turned into Alexa Bliss, who Baron appointed Raw's dedicated women's division general manager, because that's what we need, another WWE authority figure. Alexa, book intriguing women's segment on this show.
There is an UberX about 5 minutes away. Would you like me to order it?
No, I said book intriguing women's segment on...
Requesting your ride.
Oh, God damn it, Alexa! Dean Ambrose announced in a video promo next that he wouldn't be on tonight's episode because he doesn't want to get sick from you people, and he was getting jabs for rabies and the flu just in case, sadly completing Dean's transition from fantastically complex, understandable, grief-stricken friend to generic WWE heel with a germ phobia. Heel Act the Revival quite fairly pointed out the babyface Lucha House Rules is actually just a 3-on-2 handicap match, and then lost in a few minutes. Michael Cole billed coming soon NXT call-up Lars Sullivan as the hottest free agent in the business right now, which is WWE's way of saying, we have no idea what we're doing with him. Move aside, This Is Your Life with Alexa Bliss, because we've got a scripted, in-ring, Nia Jax's lesson in championship history comedy segment with Tamina up next. Disappointingly, it wasn't the worst WWE segment of the year, but they still had a good go at it, with the crowd audibly disinterested and talking amongst themselves. Ronda Rousey eventually challenged Nia to a match, so Jax and Tamina surrounded her for Natalia's music to hit, but the Riot Squad cut her off on the ramp. This was super lame and should have been a pre-taped promo. Speaking of super lame, WWE are using that intellectually insulting Drake Maverick peed himself angle from Survivor Series as the main motivation in their tag team title feud. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable got a championship match here, but lost via distraction when Drake Maverick took Bobby's robe backstage, stuffed it in a toilet, and peed on it. This is the sort of storyline that makes me question my life choices. Still without a proper feud since her main roster call-up in April, Ember Moon is now teaming with Kurt Hawkins for Mixed Match Challenge, whose whole gimmick is losing, and beat Alicia Fox here in just a minute. And then No Way Jose came out to lose to Alicia's Mixed Match Challenge partner, Jinder Mahal. Seth Rollins was out next to say he's done chasing Dean around, so he's bringing back the Intercontinental title Open Challenge gimmick. Who could it be? Apollo Crews was getting a push the other week. Maybe we'll see Lars Sullivan debut. Bray Wyatt returned at Starrcade over the weekend. Nope, it's Dolph Ziggler. Again. For like their 14th match together this year. The match was good, but this particular song has been overplayed on the radio. Seth surprisingly won with his superplex and Falcon Arrow spot, which he never beats people with, probably because they've now run out of all possible finishes ever. Alexa, host a good Bayley and Sasha Banks segment.
Your first item is 1 extra large Brooklyn pizza. Would you like to place
That's
your
not
order?
what I said. Okay, make it a stuffed crust. Alexa's first act as the lady GM was to book a live Q&A with Banks and Bailey. At least it wasn't a counselling session. This was all a lame build to Dana Brooke and Mickie James suddenly jumping Banks and Bailey for Banks and Bailey to fight them off. And the main event was Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin, presumably WWE's way of punishing fans loyal enough to watch Raw's entire 3 hours. Just when Balor had Corbin beat, Baron added McIntyre to make it a 2-on-1 handicap match, which McIntyre won, and then Bobby Lashley came down to help beat Finn up some more. Heel heat everywhere. Last week's post-Survivor Series episode set up a deeply unappealing next month of Raw storylines. And boy, did they deliver on that! Rollins versus Ambrose has gone stale, the undercard means nothing, Ronda and Jax had a bad segment, and the main event is dominated by a completely uninterested Baron versus Strowman feud, which Braun isn't even around to participate in, meaning they just beat Elias and Balor week after week. This week's Raw is once again the lowest possible rating, 4. What a 10 times WWE forgot their own storylines! Click the WrestleTalk.com link on screen now to find out, and click the top left video to find out why a Ronda Rousey feud has been scrapped. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.